Let's go for it.
Yes, let's go for it. The people. Welcome to the rainy Monday. Is it raining on your side?
It's like about to start raining.
Okay. It has been raining for the past hour or so here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Like proper rain.
Yes. So, hello, good people of the internet. It is us. It is technology. Monday evening. What else is there to do on a Monday night?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
A better way to spend an evening than have some coffee and to talk about slowly unraveling society that we live in.
Yes, exactly. And also some surprising news, some Oblivion drops out of completely nowhere and stuff.
Okay. I thought you were going to say some oblivious news, some kind of like apocalyptic news.
I mean,
but yes, that's good news, I suppose.
Apocalyptic news. I think that's next month with the Doom new game, the Doom Doom game.
That's right.
Doom Dark Ages. I just watched the trailer actually. A couple of hours ago. Yeah, this looks really good. I was like, oh yeah, there's a new Doom game. When is this coming out exactly? I was like, oh, it's in a month. Okay, let's go.
Probably even like sooner. I don't know the exact release date, but
was it? I think it was May something.
Definitely May, yes.
Yeah, like middle of May.
Let's see.
Something.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So half a month.
Yes.
Where
are we? What's happening?
28th of April currently. So
yes. So Doom is coming out, and you haven't played Doom Eternal, have you?
Doom Eternal was the not 2016.
It was the one that was after that.
Yes, I played Doom Eternal. So basically, I finished the 2016 Doom. I started Doom Eternal. I was like, I'm sorry, this is not for me. It felt off. It felt really, really off for some reason for me. It was like I like my FPS. If it's a FPS shooter, it needs to be like fast. I feel like, and it was a little bit floaty, a little bit slow, and on top of the graphics were a little bit also like too. I don't know how to even describe it because I even technically saw it also on the new Doom game. It's like this shiny, glowy, a little bit of what's the game called? Like Overwatch, I think. So a little bit cartoony. I'm not saying only the yellow shiny parts that they have, like some kind of some. Oh, it's so hard to describe.
I mean,
yeah,
it definitely is more cartoony.
Yes,
definitely went more like comedic with Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
but I would say that it's a lot
comedic. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for actually. Yeah. Doom Eternal. Can I get some?
I also haven't finished Doom Eternal.
Yeah. So for me, I think I think that's it in terms of like if it's you're gonna shoot monsters, I don't want any comedic things or like cartoony things necessarily. I guess, and that's why I was kind of dark. Doom Dark Ages. It had a little bit of the glowy, almost cartoony, like yellow sparky thing, basically. That when you clash some weapons and when you get some power ups or something. But again, the game needs to be coming out, and then I will like judge and stuff. But Doom Eternal was a little bit too much for that, basically, for me. I don't know.
Dark Ages is coming out on 15th of May. So less
Yeah.
than a month.
Yeah. Okay.
I definitely agree on the. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that I don't like it, but it's definitely more cartoony than not cartoony necessarily. It's just more, yeah, like more slapstick comedy kind of thing, which for
Yes.
me works because I mean, Doom is such a campy idea that like
Yeah.
I kind of understand why they're going for it, because like the idea of one person going against the armies of hell to
Yeah.
save humanity from invasion is so ridiculous and stupid that
Yeah. There's definitely some like, you are the only one who can save us, and you will just fight entire cities of monsters, and now you are on Mars, and you have to save the planet, and before the planet blows up, and I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
Well, this new one is supposed to be a prequel to 2016 Doom, so technically, in terms of story, you wouldn't
Ooh.
miss anything if you played this one first.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like a thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
I also haven't finished Doom Eternal, but for a different reason. I actually found it to be a lot faster than Doom 2016, and
Okay.
actually a lot more kind of intense. There's
Mm-hmm.
like a lot more things you have to keep track of to play.
Oh,
So whenever I played it,
yeah.
I would just have enough mental capacity to play like one level at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was also
But
a thing, I think, for me also, because of, yeah, if you're gonna, yeah, now I think I remember, yeah, when you, because I like my FPS like fast paced, like Unreal Tournament. I'm coming from an Unreal Tournament background, I guess, and it's like, no, I'm just in the zone, and Doom Eternal was like, no, you need to keep track of like your health and armor, and you need to follow the path to somewhere, and you need some quests and some objectives, and there's the person, there's some dialogue happening also in the background that you kind of want to pay attention maybe, and yeah, so I don't know.
mm-hmm,
I was like, okay, just give me my FPS basically, but
mm-hmm.
again, maybe I need to reconfigure myself also in terms of like what this game is at the same time. So
They definitely put more effort into the story now. With Doom Eternal, I guess they'll try to do more of that, which is fine. I mean, it's nothing special, I don't think. I mean,
yeah,
but it's just to give you something to just do other than shooting. But for me, it worked because, yeah, again, it was so intense that like I didn't mind some occasional cutscenes or something.
yeah. Oh, see, I'm already yeah. These yellow things. Oh, right from the beginning here on the trailer, you can see the yellow. It's a little bit. Yeah. This. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, this is just one example, but there will be like, it's definitely wants to be like a little bit like, we don't want to be serious, which usually I like actually. That if when the game takes itself not too seriously,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. For me, it doesn't work for now. Maybe I will. Yeah, I will have to try the new game anyway. So anyway, all right. But let's do the thing that we all came here to do, I guess, or something.
Mm-hmm.
But first, have you recovered from your illness, from your sickness?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
nose is a bit stuffy, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
How was the week? Working, resting, living life.
Yeah, working. Yeah. What was I doing? Some work, some being sick. Yeah, it's only just like recently that maybe like on Sunday or maybe on Saturday that I started feeling better. So yeah, just like working and coughing. This time I was like coughing a lot, which is weird.
Oh.
I guess I guess Corona, aftermath is real. I didn't used to get to like coughing whatsoever when I was sick, but
Yeah.
maybe since I had Corona, it started to happen like more. Or maybe just some kind of different virus. I don't know. But yeah, nothing super exciting. Mm. It's cold, it's rainy, it snowed for like 5 seconds the other day, so that's fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
For like
Yesterday something.
literal like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like well, here it was like 5 minutes, I think. But yeah, basically yes. Kind of funny that it's like, is it spring? Is it summer? Is it winter? What is it? Welcome to Estonia. Yeah, Sweden or I think Sweden has it, and Finland has it also. Like it's basically still like 1 degree outside or something right now.
It's pretty
So it's yeah. Anyway,
it is what kind of summer we'll have.
What it is, I suppose.
How was your week?
Yeah, I don't know. I had some guests, some friends over, and yeah. Was there anything? I don't know. Just a typical like you bring your child, I bring my child. They play together, and we cannot talk about anything serious because either child wants attention every like 20 seconds. I don't know. Yeah, some quick life update and like okay, speed run now. 1 hour. You have 1 hour. Go. Like anything new in the past like 6 months or something. Yeah, that's how it is. Oh yeah, got a new car. We got a new coach. We are doing this thing. Yeah, so basically like that. Yeah. Yeah, I showed off my Tesla, I guess, and they were like, the guy never sat in a electric vehicle ever before. Never have driven it. I guess I get it at the same time, but it's like really never, like not even in a taxi or something. Not
yeah, I was thinking, yeah, surely.
Yeah,
there must have been an electrical taxi.
Yeah, but no, apparently not. Yeah, which is kind of like also like this is usually the first place where people like, oh yeah, I've sat in a taxi or something. Yes. Anyhow,
electrical cars are nice. I was walking home one evening and some car was driving. I don't know, some electrical car.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. It was so quiet and just kind of like just gliding through the road.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I was shopping and walking back home, and some guy was driving just like on a regular car. And I don't know what was it with his car, but like the amount of noise that it made.
Yes. Exactly. Like, and you're trying to have a phone call or something also, dear God.
Literally every person in Tartu must have heard that person driving.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. He specifically modifies his car to be like that or something also.
I mean, it's like how you put I mean, I guess Americans do that when you put like on your bicycle you put like cards or something with a clip, and when the wheel rotates it like goes against it and makes like this noise. I don't know. That's something that I've seen in the movies that the kids in America do. Is that
think
true?
I know what you mean, but oh yeah, I have never thought about it, and this is a reference that I have like literally probably seen and heard 15 years ago. What is the yeah?
It may be a very like of its time thing. I mean, there's no way to know. Maybe nobody has actually done that. Apparently, there are a lot of things that shows and movies show, Americans specifically, that show people do that they don't actually do in real life, question mark. I don't know, maybe you have more insight on that, but I was watching one of the dropout one of the dropout shows, and it's kind of like um basically like people doing like small TED Talk like presentations about some ridiculous topics,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one person made a topic specifically about that, about things that shows and movies will have you believe that people do, but I've never seen them do that in real life. And one of the things he talked about was, um, kids getting like in bed with their shoes, or like just walking around the house in their shoes or something.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Well,
So I don't know.
that's a US thing, yes.
So people do that actually. You've seen it.
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay.
And this is most people in US, by the
Hmm.
way. This is
Well,
not
that's funny
like
because
yeah, some people do it. This is most people, I would say.
uh that's funny because I was the guy who was giving presentation was black, and there was another girl in the audience. They're kind of like a loose, not audience is kind of like less TED talk and more kind of like presentation, followed by some people asking questions, like people listening asking questions, kind of like kind of like a Shark Tank esque thing,
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah,
like I would
yeah,
say. And he was like, yeah, I've like it's not my experience. He's American, and he was like, yeah, like it's not in my experience. I've never seen people do that and get in bed in their shoes and stuff. This sounds crazy. And
oh,
there was another girl who was like Indian American. She was also like, yeah, like I've never seen this. Sounds completely mental. So
yeah.
maybe it's like a white people thing.
Okay, shoes in bed? No. Well, I haven't seen it, but in house, yes. Okay, I like.
Mm,
Yeah. So, just to clarify, shoes I have never seen in bed in US. I mean,
mm. Well, that sounds more psychotic than actually,
well, yeah.
because
Anyway,
if
just
you're like
a
fully,
lazy person, I would say, or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like it has so much more work. If you're full on like wearing sneakers or something, like say around the house, and then you have to
Yeah,
get in bed, so you have to like get out of sneakers and get in bed, and
yeah,
then when you want to get out of bed to go somewhere, you have to put the sneakers back on. That sounds terrible.
yeah.
No wonder Americans are going through some things. That's the reason.
Yes, exactly. This is the reason.
It all starts with shoes and houses.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and feel that's how it starts, and now we have hundreds of percent of tariffs or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's just it's kind of like butterfly effect, right?
yeah, yeah,
Somebody someday wore. Oh, I mean, I have to clarify. I'm talking about specific, like actual, like sneakers, or like just like actual like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
shoes, outerwear shoes. Because I also wear like slippers
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
in the
yeah, yeah,
house,
yeah, yeah.
but that's like different.
Yep. But speaking of societies collapsing, I guess, or something.
I, I was thinking we were gonna. Speaking of slippers.
Yeah, speaking of slippers, but yeah, U.S. Society collapsing. How about some collapsement of our own in Europe?
Hmm.
Spain, Portugal, and parts of France hit by a massive power outage right now.
Oh yeah.
There are like millions and millions of houses right now without electricity, and
Oh yeah. I just saw this headline like 10 minutes ago,
yeah,
or 10 minutes before we started.
and people are still investigating what the hell just happened. Basically,
Oh.
like airports, train stations, subways, everything is like completely no internet, no phone
Mm-hmm.
lines. Well, I mean, phone
That's
lines are like overflown by like emergency calls because people are like, I cannot do anything. Society is not functioning right now, so citizens have been asked to not to dial 112 unless it's a genuine emergency to
Mhm.
avoid overloading the lines. Is the official statement of Spain right now.
So we don't know why at this moment.
We don't know why at this point. Yes, I think. Well, I mean, according to this article from 2 hours ago, we don't know. So, And
I think the reason is obvious, honestly.
Yes.
You know, the Baltic countries just joined the grid recently,
Ah,
and now this
yes.
happens.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's clearly not powerful enough to support all
That
this.
you
3
have
million
been
people
watching way too much Russian propaganda, I guess.
Wait, how many people live in the Baltics? Like 5? Is that a good number?
Yeah, a little bit more, I guess, but
Oh, there you go.
6, 7, I guess.
And there you go. It's
Yeah,
just not strong enough.
yeah, I guess. And but pretty crazy right now. In terms of like how many people are actually.
Around 6 million, yeah.
Yeah, this is like, and still, and if it would be obvious, then yeah, sure, but it's not completely obvious what has been the fault so far. Like, how is that how is that even possible technically?
So that's still happening, like at this moment.
Yes.
Like there's no electricity in
yes.
Spain and Portugal.
Yes. Okay. And Portugal and parts of France also.
Okay. Well, we have to send them like virtual electricity.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers, as it were.
Yeah.
In such moments. Yeah.
Great.
Good vibes, virtual hugs.
Yeah, change your Facebook profile photos to something.
Yeah. Put like Spanish, Portuguese flag colors on your Facebook picture.
Mm-hmm.
In solidarity, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's still happening, yeah.
Everything is from 2 hours ago, basically, right now. So, and I saw somewhere also. I think it was it here? Yeah. Backup generators are capable of operating 8 to 12 hours in the hospital's critical departments. So, and I saw like how long does it take to recover all of it? It's like 6 to 10 or something. 6 to 10 hours. Where was it? Was it here? I think it was here somewhere.
So they're in a very tight schedule.
Yes. The process of getting back everyone back on the grid might take between 6 and 10 hours for technical reasons, is the official statement of Spain right now. So yeah, not great, but yeah. Anyway, but
somebody was mining too much crypto.
Yeah, I guess. Or some speculation I saw on the internet was like, well, Spain and Portugal, they are like very sunny countries and they have massive amounts of solar panels. So I guess this is because they have too much and they generated too much electricity over there or something. But
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, that sounds way too crazy also for me. Some conspiracy theories. Yes, the owner wanted to say hi also. Who just
there'll be a lot of opinion articles about how solar energy is dangerous and detrimental.
Oh yeah.
We'll switch back to coal and
yeah, exactly.
Whatever stuff.
Yeah. Gas. That's whatever we can find from the whichever is more dangerous for the environment. Yeah, Laura. Yes. Oh my God. Now. And now we have. Oh my God! They're both here. And
all the managers are here.
All the managers are in the building currently.
Both CEO and the CFO.
Yeah.
This,
the COO, the Chief Operational.
Yeah, that's right.
Officer. Oh God. Yes. I need to probably at some point I need to take both of them on my both arms. Anyway. All right, but there's some exciting news also from Europe actually this week, which is a big deal. New smartphone labels for battery life and repairability are coming to the EU. Ah, yes. You might be familiar with this one if you have ever purchased a washing machine or something, or a refrigerator or something. And this is technically coming to smartphones and tablets in 2025. So next year, June. Yes, June. Correct. Yes.
Wait, 2025 is right now.
Oh yes, this year. Correct. Oh my god. Yeah. Again, I'm being bamboozled by myself in terms of like it's still 2024, but I don't know why.
Oh, really?
It's still.
You're still mentally in 2024.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. What is time anyway at this point? But yeah, so in basically a month, I guess then.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. For some reason, I thought this is basically next year, but okay. I guess in a month. You will. Yeah. Energy rating. So if you ever have looked at this thing in terms of like how much energy this consumes, then this graph is like pretty self-explanatory. Luckily, red means bad, green means good. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. But the new thing that they are at
shows the battery life, or like not life.
Yes,
battery,
yes,
battery,
which is imagine a system where you actually display a battery life thing on the thing, and it's not like in this certain amount of like Apple just does like I don't know, video playback or whatever, but it's like nobody's gonna watch a video of 40 hours, so
yeah, that's right.
Which is way more like you get straight up more information, which is straight up good and helpful for people.
Would you be able to sue the company based on the amount of hours they put there if it doesn't correlate to the actual real life usage?
Yeah. So they have to. They will probably increase their efforts in terms of like repairability, battery endurance in cycles, repeated free fall reliability class. So it's like how much does the phone break if it drops? This is an actual rating that will come in. Yeah. So.
Wait, so A means good, or
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and A means like very minimal damage, and E means like not good. This will break.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. Really, and repairability. This is the sixth one, repairability class. So if it's where was the thing? Yes, here. So, including obligations for producers to make critical spare parts available to repairers within 5 to 10 working days, and until 7 years after the end of sales of the product model in the EU market. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my god. 7 it's like
okay.
Yes.
This is why I figured out. I was wondering for the longest time why tech companies in the US kind of endorsed Trump.
Wow, because, okay. We are going there.
And this is exactly why, right? Because they were hoping that Trump would protect them from this pesky EU legislators.
Yeah.
Putting these random requirements and stuff on them.
Yeah.
And fining them for like millions of dollars every year. And here we see.
Yeah.
They'll have to make their phones repairable, I can imagine.
And
the outrage.
Yeah. And for at least 5 years, operating system updates. 5 years. Some manufacturers do like 2 years of like software updates, and then it's like, yeah, okay.
For at least 5 years. What does it say?
For at least 5 years from the date of the end of the placement on the market of the last unit of a production. product model. Excuse me.
Okay, which in
So
like calendar sense would mean way more than 5 years since the launch of the product.
yes, placement
Because
on the market of the last unit of a product model. So as far as I can tell, this means basically that as long as they're manufacturing, so if they're manufacturing from that point on 5 years, so from the last unit that they produced.
Yes, from the end of
Yes.
manufacturing and shipment to EU market.
Yeah. So this is not like launch date or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Which for most things will mean like a lot more than 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, phones go out of like sale quite often. Like,
oh yeah.
But sometimes it depends on models. Like sometimes Apple will keep like some model that will be available for purchase for quite a while.
Yep.
And then some of them will go away in like 1 year exactly.
Yeah.
It depends. But still, I mean, at least it's gonna be like 6 years, I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
In terms of like software updates. And that's good.
Yeah, which is very nice. Come on. And also durability of batteries. Batteries should withstand at least 800 cycles of charge and discharge while retaining at least 80% of their initial capacity. Oh, yes.
I think nowadays phones are rated for like what, 1,000?
Yeah, about 1,000. I think is the typical. So this is not like very aggressive, but at the same time they're like setting a little bit of a realistic thing also, I guess, or something. So
you can't put like outright shitty batteries.
Yeah, basically that's what they want to prevent. Basically, yeah. But at the same time, 5 years for some manufacturers operating system updates. This will be like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to do now 2 extra years basically worth of work without ever charging customers for it, which is kind of like good for the customer.
The wording on this suggests that it would like mean actual like numbered updates.
Oh yeah,
like Android whatever version, the next one, right?
Yeah.
You would get like 2 more of those, which is
very yeah. That would be pretty crazy. So that we would have all these things all at once. Good batteries, very repairable devices, and operating software updates 5 years all at once. Very nice. I don't know.
These filthy European bureaucrats making us make devices that people can repair.
Okay, and I can't remember if I mentioned, but it's also tablets. So iPad also. So this is specifically for smartphones and tablets. Very cool. What was the... Was there anything else? No, I guess not. Yeah, oh yeah, the critical spare parts. 5 to 10 working days needs to be shipped also for the spare parts. That's also that means also that you cannot ship from China. Basically.
Yeah.
So you have to stock like a European warehouse somewhere. Which is good in terms of like it will be most likely higher quality because you cannot enter a crappy Chinese part without any certification into Europe at all, and you cannot like weasel your way around shipping the customer some kind of a low grade, low quality part or whatever to your phone. So, which is also good. Anyway, yeah, looking very much forward to this thing, basically. All right. How about some more Apple news, technically? Because, okay, Oh yeah, did I? Oh wait, where is the thing? Oh, my tabs are a little bit not in order. Please, 1 second.
Oh no.
Ah, yes, here. So, the European Commission fines Apple 500 million euros and Facebook 200 million euros.
Mm-hmm.
This is so basically.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
So
Trump needs to protect them.
The EU to the rescue. Anyway, so Apple basically gets this fine because there's better deals outside of the App Store, but Apple doesn't let you do the better deals outside of the App Store, and that's why 500 million euros. And Facebook is basically there are technically more options for your privacy, but Facebook doesn't let you choose more privacy options in terms of like, do you want to have a personalized ad account for yourself? Well, I mean, they're targeting with you personalized ads. So basically that's the thing that Facebook, there is technically a third option that Facebook is not offering in terms of like Meta also did not allow users to exercise their right to freely consent to the combination of their personal data, meaning that you only have opt-in and opt-out. And you can pay to not see the ads, but you can have also technically not the Facebook experience without the personalized ads. I'm not completely sure what the paper means exactly, but anyway, that's the fine for 200 million euros at least. But yeah. Facebook is invading our privacy. That's the fine for, most likely. Anyway, yeah, but
who would have thought?
Yeah. Again, what a shocker!
Yeah.
And since this, I mostly included the fine because of Epic, because Epic seems to be now I am a newspaper now. I don't post any blog posts about my products, but if there's something bad is happening to Apple, I'm gonna write about it, basically. Has nothing to do with Apple. Apple is breaking the law by charging fees for steering, imposing restrictions on third-party app stores. And yeah, so it's like, what? Okay. So yeah, Epic Games newsroom, apparently they are like just some journalists now that we are reporting only on news when Apple is doing badly. All right, and so Chrome is on sale, Google Chrome. And oh boy, so this is in result of like the U.S. federal courts. They ruled against that. Yeah, Google Chrome monopoly. You have to sell it. This was in late last year, August, I believe. And now they are like forced to sell it basically. And OpenAI Perplexity, which is the other AI company, and Yahoo are all interested. They want to all buy Chrome. So it's rumored that Chrome will be like 50 billion, which is a lot. And OpenAI, I saw on the news that OpenAI technically wanted to license the API from Google Chrome months ago. But Google basically said, yeah, no, go F yourself, basically. and but now since they have to force sell Google Chrome, that now they just can buy it technically. But okay, it will cost 50 billion US dollars. But yeah, I guess that's the price you have to pay for the Google search API licensing.
Is Elon interested?
Can
he afford to buy it?
I don't know.
I don't know what's Elon up to at this
Probably.
point.
Oh yeah, technically he has also an AI company. So, and for those of you who are wondering, like, why all these AI companies? Because they want to make a browser. OpenAI has publicly said, like, we want to make a browser, but again, it takes a little bit more work than like a week or something. So they just, we can buy one? Maybe that's a fast way. Because they are racing to be the #1 AI app. So it's whoever can get to the top will see the most users, and therefore more training data, and the cycle continues, and they will get more bigger, faster, basically. So that's the race that they are participating right currently here. But I'm sure Elon is also interested, because he has also an AI company, XAI.
Of course, it's called. I was just googling some things. How could possibly wait? I'm just googling.
Yes. No. Okay.
No, I was just googling these potential buyers.
Oh.
Or interested.
Oh, you were googling who is Yahoo and what do they do?
No. Yeah, I haven't heard Yahoo in like million years.
Oh yeah. Yahoo is,
but
apparently something like 5% still the search market share. Something.
That's not terrible.
Which is oh wait, Google's global share 9. Bing is, oh okay, yeah, okay, this, it might be 1%. Apparently to some, but I think Yahoo was the one who said, like,
they're trying.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, this is the market share according to the thing. 91 is Google market share.
Yeah, I mean, that's just,
yeah.
I'm struggling to. Okay, I understand them forcing Google to sell Chrome because it has monopoly on well,
yeah,
browsing.
Yeah, okay, because all the Google stuff.
I am struggling to see how them selling it to a company, whichever one of these, or Elon or whoever.
Yeah.
Who are companies ostensibly, as you said, trying to create a browser or something, right?
Yes.
But basically what we're saying is that they're aspiring to become a monopoly.
Exactly. You figured out exactly this. Yes, this is absolutely correct. Yeah. They just want to become the next monopoly. That's why those AI companies, yeah.
Yeah, how that fixes the problem.
It doesn't. The cycle continues, yeah.
We're just gonna have them sell it like every 5 years or so, because like, oh, well, now you're a monopoly, so just sell it to the next one,
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I mean, business as usual, something, I guess, or something. I don't know. Yeah, but you absolutely identified exactly correctly what is going on here. They will just become the next monopoly. The cycle continues. Yeah.
If Google Chrome is such an integral part of the internet, which it is for many people,
then
it would have to be, to avoid any potential monopolization, it would have to become some kind of like open source thing, right?
Yeah.
Potentially forcibly.
Yeah.
Something that can be forced. But if you're just gonna sell it to random people, Sams and Elons of the world, then you're just gonna have the same problem in a few years, right?
Yeah. And imagine if it's gonna be like whatever now, if whoever like OpenAI makes it like Open Chrome is the new product or whatever, I don't know. Imagine and Google Chrome, well, it will be like maybe non-functional. They have to like, they will probably still function. Probably that's the smart way to do it. Because again, there's millions of parents and grandparents who are like, no, this is the internet. I opened the round, colorful ball thing, and this is my internet, and there's so many millions out there right now that we just educated our parents and grandparents to open the internet that way, and they will continue to do this until they're dead.
For them, of course, it doesn't really matter that much who owns this colorful icon of the internet.
Yeah.
But holistically, it matters, right?
Yeah.
For like who will buy. Chrome. So they're forced to sell specifically Chrome.
Yes.
And that's interesting. So what's Google gonna do? Are they gonna like make a new browser?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess they will make slightly maybe different round ball colors and try to do it that way. I don't know. We'll see. Or they will like do the DuckDuckGo thing, and they will they will do like Chrome Go. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at names. We'll see. But yeah, so but this will be going on in the next.
But they will still own Google search engine, right?
Yes, as far as I can tell, they have to license the Google Search Index API. Well, oh no, Chrome API, I think, was the OpenAI cell. Wait. Browser cell versus. Yeah, I cannot find. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's like they want to have the Google Chrome search API license that they can license to, because so this will be including all of the Apple things also. That the Apple Google is paying Apple to be the default search engine. As far as I can tell, they have to force. They will have to sell that now. So whoever OpenAI, if OpenAI will buy it, then they can OpenAI can sell that to Apple and Google. Well, I mean Google, yeah, but whoever wants to buy the default search index, basically. API. Anyway,
that's interesting. Well, Google will probably just make a new browser centered around Java or something, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah, probably.
So
and
that's just that.
Yeah, and they will try again, basically.
Yeah.
And they can go around for years. See, we're not the monopoly anymore. See?
Yes. They became the monopoly once, they can do it again.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Let's how about some tariffs again, because of course US imposes tariffs up to 3,521% on Asian solar imports. and then a week later, I suppose, or not even a week later, few days later. This was on the 22nd of April. Few days later, they said like, no, okay, this was a joke. We are reasonable people, so let's make the tariff.
So they lowered it to 3,520.
So they lowered it by 80%. So 3,403.96% is now the tariff on solar imports from Southeast Asia specifically. So solar panels. I don't know why, but
is this kind of a big thing? Do a lot of the solar panels come from Southeast Asia?
Well, everything comes from Southeast. I mean, yeah, the Southeast Asia, meaning.
Meaning what, like Thailand, Philippines?
Yeah. Vietnam, I think, is also is included. Also, yeah, Cambodia. Yeah. Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam.
Okay.
And
I guess Philippines.
And so I guess this is but I'm pretty sure this is only like because China is selling to those countries and those countries are exporting that to US basically. So it's like tariffs but with more steps against China.
Okay.
So because everything is made in China again. Still.
Yeah.
There's no like
see how quickly things move. Like last week we talked, the largest number I saw was like what, 200 something.
Yeah.
Now we're up to thousands.
So yeah. 3,000.
This time next week we'll get to like 5-digit figures.
Yeah. But okay,
10,000%.
I guess this is 3,521% was the highest that they can come up with. But they luckily they lowered it a little bit. So
I love the one. That's like the best part.
Yeah. But I love the 0.96 one.
Oh yeah, that's also good. Yeah,
that's also perfect. What is anyway? So again, this guy for some reason. Why did I include this one actually? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. I guess wasn't that important. Meh. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Maybe this one, but I can't remember. Anyway, Tesla's Optimus robot faces delays amid China's rare earth export curbs. So this is why this robot is delayed, because of the rare earth minerals, and definitely not because it's not ready. Absolutely not. This is officially Elon has said, like, yes, it's all because the rare earth minerals. We cannot get them, and this is why this robot will be delayed. Anyway. In other news, Volkswagen has overtaken Tesla as the Europe's top EV seller. So this was some time coming, because Tesla's sales have fallen, even though the Model Y and Model 3 remain Europe's top 2 most registered EVs. Okay, so the brand is Volkswagen, but if you look at the one single car, it's still Tesla technically. But yeah, technically Volkswagen sold more. So 65,000 Volkswagens, 53,000 Teslas in the first 3 months. So yeah. Anyway, nothing to do more to report, but
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, people were showing those scary graphs of like how,
Yeah.
How European countries starting to buy Teslas, but
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's not gonna get better or better for Tesla because
Yeah, it's
I mean, yeah,
still gonna decline.
I feel like yes, I feel like Europeans will probably, especially now that the relationship with the US is fucked. I feel like those
Oh
people
yeah.
buying EVs will choose local, like all local, European brands
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
cars.
yeah.
And to just wait until the thing with China comes through, right? So which they want to do,
Yeah.
some kind of like whatever simplified EV import from China. Oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Again, the
Hopefully,
tariff thing is so up in the air still. We don't know what's the orange man will do anyway, so
yeah.
but
Also,
yes.
it seems like eggs now cost normal money in the US.
Oh,
And what
did
happened?
did they get the money, the egg shipment from Lithuania or something?
I wonder. Yeah, somebody must have. Somebody must have. Yeah. Uh, Stepped in because it dropped off significantly.
Hmm.
The median price in the
Yeah.
US is now $3.17 per dozen,
Okay.
which is pretty cheap,
Yeah. Compared to
even
the
by
10, 12 that
well,
it was before.
yeah, well, that also, yeah, but
Yeah. All right.
so life
Microsoft.
is good, basically, is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Life is good. But not good for whoever really likes Microsoft Maps because
Oh my goodness.
yeah, because I don't know if you knew, but there's
Yeah,
something.
said no one ever. Yeah,
Yes, something. There's something out there called Microsoft Maps. This is not
I'm
Bing
gonna Google it right
Maps.
now.
Bing Maps is different, and there's something also called Microsoft Maps, but also not anymore.
Mhm.
So if you want to
Okay.
have Bing Maps, that is very well and alive, as you can see right now on my screen,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
still a Gulf of Mexico. And
Oh,
apparently,
fun.
Bing Maps didn't get the memo of renaming Gulf of America because I don't know. Google Maps still has Gulf of America. Apple Maps
What?
has still Gulf of America, and
Google Maps still shows, yeah, in parentheses, Gulf of
yeah.
America.
Yeah.
What an idiotic thing that
Yes.
we concern ourselves with, or we, certain people,
Yeah.
decided to do
So
in the year 2025.
yeah. But among hundreds of other things that they are doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bing Maps. If you want to go full on Gulf of Mexico, this is the maps for you, I guess.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, this is still absolutely a thing. So, how about an Australian radio station secretly used an AI host for 6 months? Welcome to the dystopian future. If they're using an AI
Yeah.
radio host and nobody even knows about it. Ah, yes.
Yay.
Yes. So the show was called Work Days with Thigh, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 hours a day from Monday to Friday. Did not mention on its website or promotional materials that Ty was not a real person,
Mm-hmm.
but people were just getting suspicious, I guess.
Mm.
Audio analysis of voice clips revealed that the host sounded identical when saying the words old school across different shows. So they like somebody got suspicious. They recorded old school from multiple shows, multiple days basically, whenever she said old school, and they were like, nope, these are absolutely identical, because a human would say old school slightly differently on every single time, basically. So
I feel like it probably could be said about any word.
Yeah. Any word,
honestly.
yeah. Any word, yeah.
Even people with the most monotone voices,
Yes.
such as myself, still probably can tell the difference in different like occasions of saying certain things.
Yeah,
In
exactly.
certain contexts, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And that's how they found out, basically, that this is an AI. And oh boy,
so AI literally taking people's jobs.
Yep. Don't need a studio, don't need any radio gear, don't need anything. Don't need also the person who is like maybe making the studio, don't need the person who is like setting up the studio, don't need the person who is I don't know, maintaining the studio. Nope, nothing. And don't need the person who is running the show. Yes, all these jobs.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, you can get but it worked for 6 months apparently in Australia.
Yeah.
Anyhow, how about some Nintendo Switch news? The Nintendo Switch 2 supply warning in Japan. 2.2 million people have applied to buy the new console in Japan, which by far exceeded the Nintendo's expectation. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's kind of obvious, because again, the last Switch was released like 2017, so people are kind of want to get a new thing at some point.
Also, they released a local Japanese cheaper version of the Switch.
Yes.
Which costs like $100 less than a regular model.
Yep.
Which is brilliant idea, but probably a lot of people would want it.
Yeah. And that these are the 2.2 million, I believe, that they can enter some kind of a prize pool or some kind of a lottery thing, and then if they get selected, they can buy the cheaper Switch in Japan. Yes, I believe.
I fucking love capitalism.
Yeah. Yes, you enter a lottery to give money to a company. Yes,
nothing says more capitalism than
Yep.
Raffles for the privilege of spending money to buy a product from a corporation.
Correct. Yep.
Good stuff.
Fun fact: the original Switch sold 360,000 units in Japan.
Yeah. Well, that's because Nintendo fucked up with Switch 1.
Yeah.
And severely underestimated the demand.
So
which they're clearly doing right now, but not to the same extent.
Yeah.
Not to the same extent.
But 2.2 million is like 6 times the demand for the second Switch. Holy. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's been reported, like, since, all the different retailers are now taking pre-orders for the Switch. There have been some reports that, like, across the board, like, across different, retailers, countries, like, the numbers are, like, record-breaking. Even in these, that is kind of a little bit surprising, because, it's not the best time
to
spend 500 euros on a leisure hobby device.
Exactly.
But
people really love their Switches. Which is I completely, and again, the price went up. The games prices went up. It's not like it's more expensive, but still people don't care. People don't care, apparently.
Maybe people just globally have made peace with the fact that we will never get enough money to afford real estate and stuff. So they
Yeah.
just like fuck it, I'm just gonna spend my
Yeah.
money on the Switch. It's fine.
Ooh.
Which is fair enough.
I honestly, I think you're onto something. I feel like I immediately thought about some people when you said that. Some people have completely given up on real estate and they are just buying some expensive toys right currently. Yep. I know some people, yep. In my close circles.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Oh yeah. And this one. Whatever this is. So I guess we got the iPhone, we got the next Band-Aid. It's looking more likely that this will be the new iPhone 17 Slim, Air, whatever. And the iPhone we wanted, basically. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was thinking. Like, the iPhone 17 chunk should be the next iPhone. Not the iPhone 17 Slim. But yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. Is that confirmed that it's gonna be called Slim?
No.
I thought it was supposed to be like Air.
No,
Air
no,
or something.
there's still rumors and stuff, but it's just most likely this iPhone is gonna happen, as far as I can tell, which is kind of sad, at least to me. I don't know. Again, Bendgate. How about like
yeah?
This could be again. People are idiots. They put iPhones in their back pocket and they sit on their iPhone.
That happens. I do kind of maybe have a little bit more faith since they also did they not release like after some also low-key controversy with iPads being kind of bent out of the box or something like that?
Yes, that was a thing.
Didn't they kind of like change the way that they assemble iPads to have it more like reinforced or something like that?
I believe so. The iPhone 6 one was,
and the iPhones as well, right?
Yeah,
They changed somehow, like how
I can't remember, but yeah, the iPhone 6 they used a tougher aluminum on the iPhone 6s.
Yeah.
Something aluminum 7000 or some number that they even marketed technically. I don't know about the iPad, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I read about the iPad also. To avoid iPad Pro Bendgate in 2018. Very slight bend. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading these about this because I had before that the 2018 whatever generation it was of the iPad Pro.
Yeah.
And like at some points, of course, as I read it, I was like, oh no, I have to, look into it and see. And and yeah, I saw these exact pictures. And I was like, well, I'll have to see. And then you're like, you start looking at your iPad at a very like extreme angle to see if it's bent or not. And your mind kind of plays tricks with you, making it seem like it has a curve to it.
Yeah.
Well, when it doesn't, But I mean, nothing to this extent, like you see on the picture.
Yeah, this is.
But just your mind just like fucks with you, and you're like, no, it's curved. It kind of looks a little bit curved, doesn't? So yeah, there you go. In 2024, it said they changed, right? The previous article.
Yeah.
So that's the one that I got, the iPad Pro last year. So, but that was important because again, the last year's iPads were also the thinnest ones ever, right? Especially the 13-inch one.
Yep.
That stupidly thin one.
Yeah.
Which actually looks stupidly thin in person. So I imagine that we can expect something similar to that with the iPhone, right, in terms of thickness. So that kind of gives me a little bit more kind of well, confidence is generous, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're thinking about it, right?
Oh, they have to, yeah.
But definitely doesn't sound like a phone that I would want to have.
Yeah, because
Personally.
again,
Like it's not a
probably the
problem.
same price and probably less battery.
Yeah, and it's really not a issue. Like the phone thickness is really not an issue that people are complaining about.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I've never heard anyone complaining about the thickness of the phones.
Yeah. Give me the iPhone chunk. All right.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, to get rid of the stupid ass camera bump.
And more battery. Like, come on. Like, what?
I would take I would take an iPhone that is like normal thickness, but literally has like one camera and a flash,
Mm-hmm.
has flagship hardware,
Mm-hmm.
single camera, and doesn't have a camera bump.
Yeah.
Like that would be like my iPhone of choice, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I think my
Can they do it like a custom job for me?
yeah, if since we're ordering our fantasy phone, I would like iPhone Fold, please.
Uh-huh.
I would love to try out an iPhone
You would?
Fold.
Uh,
I would like to see what that's like, just
and
because.
what and would you want the iPhone Fold in the Z Flip format or the Z Fold format?
Fold
Yes.
format. Fold format,
Okay.
please.
Oh, that would be so fun. Can you imagine if you could order phones like you order like a McDonald's order?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. I would like the iPhone Fold chunk, please, with some Diet Coke. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have no idea. Yeah, when is Apple gonna release a foldable anything? I mean,
No,
they're
I.
so far behind the curve that
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
is there even any point?
We are getting
Are
We are getting an Apple Vision, maybe Pro, maybe not Pro, something sooner,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which is honestly,
which is completely something new and completely something else. Also, probably
yes.
in terms of like a phone form factor. So they're like, it's the logical thing for a phone company, because again, most of their money comes from iPhones, and they're not like maybe it's the logical step would be a foldable iPhone, at least something. But no, gonna have to do VR. We're gonna have to do Apple Vision Pro, crazy things that is like 0.6% of all the market share or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. But is there
And it's crazy expensive also, by the way.
Oh yeah. I mean, not that the foldable iPhone will not cost like 2,000 euros.
Oh yeah,
more, right?
but it still will be less than Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, one would hope, yeah.
Yeah.
But is there demand for a foldable iPhone? Okay, well, you clearly have an interest in it.
I mean, I would love to use one, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
Depends on the durability. Fun fact: I even saw. Yes. Here in on Hinnavaatlus, I think. Oh, there's a new flex switch. Okay. Damn it! Somebody already bought it. Oh my god.
Well.
Damn it! Anyway, 40 euros is a pretty good deal. Did I see it on here? Wait. No, this was on Osta. But you have to check out Fold 4, I believe. Yes, this one. 2 hours, 85 euros. Again, imagine buying almost a 2,000 euro phone and this happens to your phone.
Yeah.
Well, and then you sell on Osta, the Estonian eBay auction site, for less than 100 euros.
Well, if it's defected, why doesn't the person return it?
Maybe the return window is Maybe the person broke curse.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
that's not a defect then. That's just
Maybe they somehow maybe they dropped it. I don't know. Yeah.
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 Well, that's the thing. Like, it's never not gonna be more fragile than normal phone.
Yeah.
I recently read an article. I have no, I don't remember well, who wrote it, what website it was. Morris sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically kind of like a nostalgia piece about how exciting the phones were back in the pre-smartphone era.
Yeah.
Specifically when, we had like regular phones, we had like flip phones, we have these like slidey phones, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then we had a bunch of these like novelty ones that had like rotating keyboards and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, flying phones, all these kind of gimmicky things.
Flying phones. Okay, I want to sign
Yeah,
up. Sign
I
up.
mean, I'm sure there was at least one flying phone. Um, and basically was that, yeah, it was so much more exciting kind of sentiment. And
Mm-hmm.
now you have phones that not only, basically are identical to each other,
Oh
but
yeah.
all the people are locked into like ecosystems and stuff like that. So
Well,
there is
yeah.
no demand for innovative whatever design stuff.
That's why I
But
kind of. That's
also,
why I kind of want to try a iPhone Fold because I want something new, something. Because this phone has been basically the same for so many years at this point. I don't know. For as a phone, it's good.
Mhm.
I really like it. It's fast and it's good and few bugs and stuff, but the outside is so boring.
Yeah, I don't know if I share the sentiment. I was kind of thinking
Mm-hmm.
back to because I kind of went through all these eras of different,
Mm-hmm.
like monochrome phones and then, first color phones.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I did have I did have this cool cool quotation citation required
yeah.
Nokia phone that had like basically like a touch screen phone, kind of quote unquote smartphone. I think at the time they ran on Windows, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Windows for a while? Well, that was a while time.
Yeah.
And basically, it was like a touchscreen phone, and then it was like you could flip it, but you flipped it not like upwards like most phones did, but you flipped it like in the landscape mode, and then they flipped it upwards, and you had
Mm-hmm.
like a whole like physical keyboard there.
Yeah.
Um, that is to say that it was a fun conversation piece, right? Like, was it good? I don't know. I mean, I don't really think that it was. I feel like I feel like at this point we've gotten to the point where function has defeated form in smartphones,
Yeah.
and I think that that's okay, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, products like Vision Pro are a lot more interesting
Yeah. Uh, you
because
you want you want experimental stuff in some other devices, completely other devices. Yeah.
yes, because I don't think that folding something in half or unfolding something to be bigger is like fixing
That big of a
anything
difference. Yeah, yeah.
or changing anything. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, yeah.
personally. Uh, I mean, of course, I don't want to spend 3,000. How much was it? How
I
did
mean,
that guy sell the Vision Pro on eBay or whatever on Osta Facebook
on
Facebook?
Facebook Marketplace, 2,800. Yes. It's still on
So
sale.
2,800.
He is
Okay,
still selling it.
right. I'm not willing to pay anywhere near this amount of money, but for the future, that is a lot more exciting to me. Like what it could become in the future than just smartphones folding them in half and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just
I
having them. You know what I mean? Um, I would touch the iPhone Fold and go to Telia or Ideal and fold it and unfold it and be like, okay, that's
Yep.
a thing,
And then it breaks
and
like this.
and then I would just go back to yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like you cannot make it cannot make it
Oh yeah,
non-fragile. Like, it doesn't matter what fancy ass hinges you will put in there.
exactly. You will your keys are in your pocket and you will squish down the thing or something, and or okay, I guess you will not put it in but there are still some gaps even when it's like folded and stuff, so that's why it's like
absolutely. And like there is
this gap here,
there's a reason why
there's some euro cents are sliding into this crack.
Absolutely, just like penny.
That's
like, okay, well,
that's what
pennies
she
are
said.
illegal now. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true. But what I was gonna say is there's a reason why the same companies who are making these foldable devices, right? Who are by definition so much more fragile than normal phones. The reason why they're constantly, slowly removing one by one other like elements of the phones that are prone to breaking. Right?
Yeah.
Spinning hard drives replaced by solid state drives. Fans in some cases completely removed from the equation.
Yeah.
Disk drives, right?
Yeah.
And yes, we can say that like, oh my god, well, this thing that I had 20 years ago could read a disk and this one can, so it was, objectively better, but, it was also objectively 10 times more likely to fail, right? than your current laptop.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Ah, yes.
And there's no fix for hinge for foldables. The only way to fix the hinge for foldables is to not have the hinge for foldables.
Yeah,
which we already have.
Or the only fix is to develop a better hinge.
Right, which would improve its durability, but it will never be as durable as the non-foldable.
Yeah,
right.
Of course. But
or more durable, right? Like, it's just
yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm not like a huge fan. Not to mention creases. I know I read rumors that Apple promises creaseless display on the foldable phone / tablet. Don't believe that, but
Yeah, we are. I think that the grease is getting less and less, but with each generation, at least on Samsung and Google. But yeah, again, it's still there. So
it's there.
We don't have the technology yet.
They keep telling us that it's smaller.
Yeah.
But I mean, I pretty much every time there is a new foldable Samsung, I don't really pay attention to other companies. But every time I would go to Telia and I would just go to Samsung one and be like, oh, new foldable or new flip or whatever, new fold. And I would just take it in my hand, and the first thing I see is like, how they are displayed, in stores, right, on this magnetic pads.
Yeah.
Then you just take it into your hand, and then the overhead light hits the screen, because they all have all these overhead lights, and it's the first thing you see is this ugly ass crease down the middle.
Apple will have no light in the store.
Yes, which is fair enough. I mean, did they not?
You just feel around your new phone.
Right. Was that not literally what happened with iPhone 10? Was it not? When they revealed iPhone 10 and the notch, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the marketing image was black at the top.
Yeah. The marketing images were like not showing the notch. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, smoke and mirrors, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't change the fact that it's going to be there, right? Like, I don't believe for a second that if you know what? If the foldable iPhone / iPad comes out, right, and I go to the store and check it and it has no crease, I will personally write an email to Tim Cook and apologize. Yes, I'll message Apple support and ask for some contact information and just email him and be like, you know what, I was wrong. Still not gonna buy one, but
and he's gonna say, but buy your mom an iPhone. Anyway,
she could appreciate an iPhone Fold for sure.
Yeah. All right, but let's transition into the YouTube because there's a birthday to be celebrated because YouTube turns 20 and is on track to be the biggest media company by revenue. Fun fact, it's estimated that YouTube could be worth $550 billion US dollars. Holy. Beating Disney at this point.
When will
Damn.
Google be forced to sell YouTube?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Because YouTube basically has monopoly on video hosting.
Oh yeah.
Services on the internet,
Basically,
right?
yeah.
By like a huge margin, I would imagine.
Yeah. The only competition faces is TikTok, according basically, according to
TikTok, yeah.
Yeah. And TikTok is technically growing faster than YouTube, something, but again, who knows? Oh man, yeah. Okay, let's watch the very first video of ever of YouTube. If you,
I did see that as a meme. Who is that?
Some guy, basically, as I understand. This is not some, not YouTube employee or something, but I think just some guy. Me at the zoo. 350 billion view? No. 350 million views. Yes.
Huh.
Damn.
5 million subscribers. Does he make videos?
Nope. Just one video.
Huh. Okay, cool.
Well, that's what you get when you upload the very first video.
Oh, well, I mean, you say that he is not a Google employee, which is true, but he is one of the co-founders of YouTube.
Oh. He is. Okay. Maybe he is, yeah.
Yeah.
I somehow remember he's like just a random guy, but you might be right. Maybe. Yeah. I think
the Wikipedia says though. But of course, before YouTube was bought by Google, it was like a random ass company from, where were they operating from? Let me see. Some like Latin America.
YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't. No, I think it was US. Origin state.
Okay, yeah. Formed in 2005 by 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Headquartered in San Bruno, California. Okay. And when did YouTube? Okay, yeah. So YouTube was purchased by Google in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to give it to Google. They saw the potential there, and very quickly, months after it launched, they were like, "Fuck it."
Mm-hmm.
How much do you say it was worth? Estimated to be worth over $500 billion.
Yeah, 550.
So Google purchased YouTube in 2006 for $1.65 billion, which is adjusted for inflation would be $2.39 billion.
Yeah. Damn.
So I would say they got their money worth.
Oh yeah. And some fame also, because the video is like 5 million subscribers, 358 million views. I guess.
What is he up to nowadays?
I don't.
I guess if he got what, hundreds of millions of dollars, I guess he doesn't have to do anything.
I guess not. Born in Germany, actually. Interesting.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Co-founded YouTube, uploading the first video on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Software engineer. Yeah, anyway. So, happy birthday, YouTube. Again, 20 years.
Good stuff.
So, here's 2 more. 20. How about 40 years of YouTube?
Yeah.
Damn.
Unless the court forces them to sell YouTube, which...
Yeah, but then maybe it that it still can reach 40 years, even if they're sold technically. But yeah, just
yeah. And who knows? Maybe Disney could buy YouTube, and it will not be problematic at all, right?
yes, because
It would not be monopolistic at all.
what about yeah, exactly. What about one giant company that controls every single
literally like everything, yeah. Every
everything?
piece of media on the internet.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
sounds wonderful.
And yeah, that sounds like the future that we all want. All right.
It does feel though that YouTube has been around for longer, does it not? Like
Yeah.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, how long has YouTube been
How
part of my
old is your
life
YouTube
for?
account? Fun fact. How old is your
Ooh,
I'm pretty
uh,
sure mine is 2009.
how would I know that?
You go to your channel and wait. There used to be about here, but there is no about anymore. What the hell? Where's the about?
It says that I mean, there's a more about this channel kind of thing, and it says when I joined. Is that what I mean? I guess it
Yeah,
says here
yeah.
2021.
Wait.
But I think before that I used a different email,
Oh, that might
which I
be.
don't use, anymore.
I can't find the thing. What the hell? Customize channel? No. There was an about, like literally about. Is it hidden somewhere? Wait, maybe it's no.
It's like the name, then it shows the and number of subscribers, and then it shows more about this channel, and then there's a
Oh,
button.
here it is. Oh, I was wrong. Joined 2007. Let's go.
So you are basically like one of
Damn.
the OGs.
Yeah, basically. I mean, yeah.
Like,
But again, I didn't upload the first video in. Okay, can I? Yeah, oldest. 13 years was the very first video that I uploaded. So in what year is it? 2012.
2012.
Okay, yeah. My very first thing. Anyway. And fun. I didn't do any shenanigans, like some weird stuff on camera. I did, but I didn't upload it to YouTube technically, because I uploaded it just to my computer. I had some weird videos that I produced, like some. Yeah. Anyway. It is what it is. All right. But yeah, let's so it's time for the meme break. And I wanted to introduce you to this picture that I found on the internet, which is slightly disturbing, and I just wanted to share this thing with you.
let me
Anyway.
A very tall Pikachu.
This is so disturbing on so many levels. Oh my god. Imagine. Oh god. Oh. Anyway. Also this one, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, 9gag has so this is 9gag in case you're absolutely don't know what this is. 9gag is just a meme site basically. They are going through right now like some kind of a renaissance in terms of like memes. They are posting 15-year-old memes currently right now because the community of this site just decided that no, let's do 15-year-old memes basically or something. It's all about like most of the new people that are on this site is like, what is going even on? I have no idea. Like they're posting some old. This keyboard cat. This is one of the oldest, and they're not all of them are like super super old, but there are so many out right now that are like, I remember this. I'm very old.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I can't find anything right now necessarily, but yeah. So finally, 10 gag, and sir, you have been in a coma for 16 years. Oh boy, I can't wait to see the new memes. It's all the old memes. Yes, basically.
Yeah, it's funny how it's kind of interesting. I feel like contemporary memes are very different from what they were like this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I think of memes, I think of like the ginger guy who is like smiling and some like stuff is written. Or
Yep.
yeah, the penguin who has like facing, in the opposite directions, the
Yeah.
head and the body. Or the girl who is like the house is burning behind her and she's
Mm-hmm.
like smiling in the camera.
And
But like
or
modern
this
memes are
guy.
completely
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Uh yeah. And it's like I can't even like it seems like nowadays everything's a meme, but also nothing is a meme because the word completely kind of lost its
Yeah.
meaning.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Exactly.
I mean, where Melania is launching a thing and
Mm-hmm.
crypto coin and is using meme as like a thing that is supposed to, inspire people to buy her fake coin,
Yeah.
right? You know that like somewhere along the line we lost the meaning of meme to time.
Yep. Exactly. I feel the same thing basically. Yeah. It Words don't have meanings anymore basically at this point. Yeesh. But to keep us all a little bit sane, let's
I don't necessarily mean it in like apocalyptic kind of way, but it's just something that I noticed,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. But how about some music for this week? It's the 28th of April, and Snoop Dogg is releasing some music because, of course,
Let's go.
I guess he's also something like 70. I guess. Oh, 53. Really? Okay. Wait, I was thinking Snoop Dogg is way older, but okay, I guess not.
How was he? I'm still trying to log into
50,
my old ass. Oh, really? What?
53. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I also thought. Well, we clearly both were wrong, but I also
Yeah.
thought that he was way older than that.
Yeah, born in 71. Damn, I was pretty sure he's like 60, at least 60, probably 70 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, 53. All right. So,
I apologize. I'm a little bit out of focus because I'm still trying to log into my, burner account,
oh, YouTube. Yeah.
to find out how old my actual YouTube is.
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah. Do you know the email, right? Probably?
Yeah.
But you don't know the password. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think I got it now.
Mm. Okay. Let us know.
It's just that I don't use this email anymore, so
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. This week I have been. I don't know why, but I didn't know "Cool Cat" by Queen. And again, basically, I found a Instagram account that posts like, by the way, if you want some new songs, I'm posting some random tracks that I'm dancing to every couple of days or something, whatever. And this was one of the tracks that I was like, and Cool Cat, I was like, this is legendary. This is almost legendary status, and I didn't know because Cool Cat technically doesn't have a music video, so it's one of the more undiscovered gems of Queen, but it's a banger of a song. Anyway, I will play Cool Cat now. Very funky.
Now I logged out of YouTube on my regular account, and now the YouTube wants me to fucking use my phone to answer.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing.
Jesus Christ. Okay, but I got the answer to the question though.
Yeah.
I have been on YouTube since 2012. So.
Okay, let's go. That is pretty OG. That is pretty OG. That is
so I was
13 years ago.
So I was 16 when I went to. No, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. 2007, I was 18, 17. Wait. 2007. That's how many years is that? I think that's I think I was 18, yeah. Anyway.
That sounds
correct. Yeah. All right. TV shows, movies. What have you been watching?
Yes. I have in terms of show, nothing. I think nothing new.
Okay.
I have watched a film.
Okay.
Yes. The one that I've already seen many years ago, but I also recently read the book, so I decided to revisit the film. So I watched the Hunger Games film one.
Ah, yes. All right.
Yes.
You talked about Hunger Games last week, actually.
Yeah, the book.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, you've watched the movie now.
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah, I think I'll watch them, I'll finish the books and then I'll watch the movie after to see.
Yeah.
To compare them.
So.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's quite faithful to the books, I would say. Some things they changed. Mostly for like just logistical purposes, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think it changes much the like meaning of what's happening that much. Yeah, it's nicely paced. I would even say that it kind of moves a little bit too quickly, which kind of makes sense because they wanted to condense all of the stuff into admittedly pretty long film, 2 hours. What, like 2 hours 20 minutes?
Yeah,
or something.
22. Yeah.
But they still cover most of the stuff, most of the important stuff. The only thing that I felt like they didn't do a good job translating on film, which kind of makes sense on some level, but also I feel like maybe a stronger actress perhaps could have done that better. Not to say that Jennifer Lawrence is. No, I mean she's no Meryl Streep.
Yeah. But, and she's also young in this.
Yeah, she's quite young. Not like 14 years old young as she's supposed to be, of course.
Yeah.
For the film, or 16 or whatever. But yeah. But she's fine. She kind of gives me a little bit of like Kristen Stewart kind of thing, where like every time she appears on screen, she kind of serves the same emotion.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But it still kind of works. But what I was getting at is that I feel like they didn't really set up the like chemistry between her and the two male love interests that she'll, I assume, have in the future films. Because in the books, it's actually like written quite like extensively, like what she felt, and she was conflicted, and she thought that the guy she was in Hunger Games with was like manipulating her and using her to, murder her later and win the games and stuff like that. And then her opinion changed, and all this was written. Obviously, all this was happening in her mind, right?
Yeah.
Which is hard to translate on screen. But if you're not emoting anything much on screen, then it's kind of hard to tell what's the character's state of mind is throughout the film.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what they do, because I'm assuming there will be a love triangle because it's a young adult novel, and every young adult novel needs to have a love triangle. That's just mandatory.
Oh yeah,
Um,
especially because the other movie that was out was also the vampire one. God.
Twilight.
Yes,
Oh
Twilight.
yeah, I think yeah, they must have been happening kind of
Pretty
in similar time frame, right?
2012. How
Twilight,
when was Twilight? Yeah, 2008.
2008.
Yeah, yeah,
But I mean,
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
close, right?
yeah. And I think the love triangle, the first one didn't have the thing, the love triangle. I think, but again,
No.
yeah, I think the was it the second one maybe. Anyway, so there was. Yeah, there was a second thing, love triangle thing happening also over on the Twilight side, and
Yeah,
uh,
well, that one was all about the love triangle.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah,
like the central driving force. But the way that the book was written and the way that the film is made kind of made me think that there will be a love triangle at some point later.
yeah.
It wasn't present in the first book that much because,
Mm-hmm.
well, she spent most of the book hunting squirrels in the forest, and trying to survive. Um,
That's me in
but yeah, so
Zelda, by
that's
the way.
very
Yes.
relatable, yeah. And just overall, it's kind of interesting to see how this film, how this book kind of inspired, kind of like a major aspect of like popular culture and this idea of like battle royales and like
Mm-hmm.
one, free for all and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Another thing that I thought that was done poorly, and I don't understand why they did it that way. There is a scene in the film, and there is like a plot point in the book where, since they come from like a very poor district. Are you at all familiar with the Hunger Games?
I have watched the first one and the third one. I think I don't. I can't remember if I have seen the second
Okay, so
one.
you are overall familiar with like
Yeah,
the
but again,
metaphysics of the world.
over 10 years ago, so a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, so what they did in the movie. So there was a moment in the book where, since like they live in a very poor district in
Mm-hmm.
this country, and they often didn't have anything to eat. And so there was a moment in the book where she, as a child, was, trying to find some food on the street or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she saw, like, I don't know, fainting from hunger, completely like exhausted. And then she saw a bakery where the other main character was working as a child. Well, I mean, his parents owned the bakery and he helped them as a child
Mm-hmm.
to, run the bakery. And then he saw her on the street, uh, like almost like losing her consciousness from hunger, and he like intentionally burned loaves of bread to like ruin them, so they would have to throw them out, right?
Yeah.
And then he kind of went out and like threw them on the street so she could pick them up and eat. And he got like in trouble with his parents and stuff like that. So it's like a big plot point. And then later on, we learn that since that day, he kind of couldn't get her out of his mind, and she kind of stuck with him, and he later kind of developed feelings for her, which kind of all makes sense. And she in turn kind of remembered the day because he helped her and like showed her kindness and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
which is all important for character development. But what they do in the film doesn't make any sense because they do the same exact scene, right?
Yeah.
Except that both the actors in that scene is like a flashback, kind of like muted colors, all the trappings of flashback, but both of the characters in the scene are portrayed as themselves, as like adults, or like of a
Mm-hmm.
very similar age to what they are when they entered the Hunger Games. So you would think that this happened like a month ago or something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But then later on we learn that like, oh well, this guy has been having feelings for her since that day and stuff like that. and it's brought up later, and it's like it doesn't make any sense because it literally could have happened like a week before Hunger Games or something. And it also doesn't make any sense because this moment kind of inspired her to learn how to hunt and how to like find food for herself, to not
Yeah.
rely on other people that much. And so she trained for many years after that to become, good with the bow and stuff.
Yeah.
So she would have, by the time we see her in the movie, like, fainting and like stumbling to get food, she would have already been proficient with the bow and learned, how to do those things. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
didn't make sense. The only reason that I could think of they did it was because they couldn't be bothered finding two children to act out the scene.
Yeah.
So they just decided to go with, the same actors, but it didn't really work. But other than that, the film was pretty good.
Yeah. 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 All right. Anything else? TV shows, movies, or that's it?
I haven't seen anything. I really want to watch a new horror film. I think it's currently in the movies.
Yeah. Which
It's
one?
called The Sinners.
Sitters. Not the shitters, right?
Not to be confused with The Shitters, which is another classical film.
Yes.
Actually, I don't know. It could be.
How
I
how
saw- it's
how
Hmm,
is it spelled? Oh, I think I.
like sin, but sinners. You
So,
know,
sorry.
like sin,
Ah. Oh,
sinners.
sinners. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see. I see. I see. I see. Oh.
Apparently, it's supposed to be very good. It's some kind of vampire horror film,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very interested. But it's, I think, currently in theaters. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This looks good.
Mm,
Yes. How about some La Gaming this week?
mhm.
The free game deal of the week is Chuchel? Chuchel? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's last week. It was, I think, another game from the same developer, actually. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
just decided to give away
Mm-hmm.
all their games. And that's fun.
A comedy adventure game from the creative. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Botanicula was the last week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, I technically there was some gaming news also technically, so I wanted to put the Bethesda Oblivion remastered launched.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that
The
happened.
nearly 20-year-old game has been remade for PC and consoles,
Yay! Well,
which
thank God it wasn't Skyrim that was remade.
yeah, are you familiar with the Sky Oblivion project?
A little bit, yeah.
Uh
And remake, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so it's Skyrim and Oblivion all together at the same time, and it's gonna be released also this year, I believe, or
I
something.
don't think it's like two games together. It's just Oblivion remade in the Skyrim engine.
Well, oh,
Yeah,
could be, yeah.
I don't think it has like content from Skyrim, but just yeah.
Mm,
It's been in development for many years. Yeah, it's like a fan like project, so
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's taking a long time to make.
Yeah, but even some Estonian, it's again the Estonian game streamer, the biggest one, I guess. I even saw he's doing the Oblivion remaster videos here. HD Tunnel, because
Yeah, it's a big deal. Oblivion was huge. I mean, Skyrim kind of in mainstream nerdy like consciousness, I guess Skyrim kind of replaced Oblivion, but
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like its own thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
At the time of its release, it was a huge deal.
yeah,
Maurice
and
is actually currently playing it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
He's kind of a fan.
and
Uh,
that was the news of there was I think there was something else also I wanted to. but I can't remember anyway. But yeah, what have you been playing? Baldur's Gate?
I'm currently taking a detour from Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
I played a little bit of Pokemon, still playing, I got my, whatever, 5th gym badge, so kind of getting closer to the potentially end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But not really, I mean, there's ways to go. But I made a detour to play another game that came out literal couple days later after Oblivion called Clair Obscur.
Oh.
I think I
Is it on
mentioned it previously
Steam?
that I was excited. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Clair Obscur. Yeah. Expedition 33. You
hmm
mentioned it also, yeah. How is it? Is it good so far?
Um, I am quite early in the game. It's, well,
Yeah.
RPG, so it's gonna take some time. I was excited for it before it came out,
Mm-hmm.
because it looked excellent.
Yeah.
It is currently the highest rated game of the year so far.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
And I
90.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to not let this fact like color my expectations and impressions of it.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, it is excellent from what I've played.
Yeah.
It's RPG inspired by a bunch of like classical Japanese RPGs, made by like a small team from France.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean like small, like 30 people small.
Okay. What?
Some of them are like Ubisoft ex-employees, like a small portion of them, and then the others are just, French developers, enthusiasts.
Is this the Baldur's Gate of 2025?
Um,
I mean, okay,
well,
too early to say. Yes, but
yeah.
it it sure looks like from the reviews are very positive, and there's so
hmm
many reviews already.
hmm It's kind of hard to say. I mean, Baldur's Gate was a big cultural moment because, it's like D&D and
Yeah.
it's this like super polished production
Mm-hmm.
made by a team who were passionate about the project. I mean, I guess now that I'm saying this, I guess it kind of is similar.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, this team is a fraction of Larian's size,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So you kind of have to adjust your expectations. But
Yeah.
even considering that fact, honestly, like this game is super polished. Like
Mm-hmm.
for a game made by 30 people, it's crazy. So okay, I'm gonna tell you the premise of the game, which already even like the simple fact of like what premise they're going with kind of makes me super excited to see what the story is going for
Mm-hmm.
later in the game,
Mm-hmm.
because I heard that the story is very good, like all the way up until the end, which is I feel like rare in, well, most media. Honestly, I feel like endings kind of sometimes just you know just end in unsatisfying ways.
Yeah.
So it's set in the it's kind of hard to say whether it's based on like alternate history, real world, or just heavily inspired by well, France, mostly fictional world,
Okay.
because there are some elements of it's this game is very French, I guess you could say, which makes
Yeah.
sense. Made by French developers, and it's super French in like a visual style, in like a musical style, in a good way, like in a good way.
Even the name. If it would be better if it would be eclairs. That would be very nice.
Mm,
Eclair
that
obscure.
that's for the sequel.
Ah, yes. Yes.
So the premise.
Everyone is a baker in the next one.
hmm Well, there is a costume in the game where the main character has like a baguette strapped to his back, so
Really?
that's
Oh my
that.
god.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
and there's
god.
another outfit where, of course, you have to have swimsuits, right? It's
Yeah.
traditional for RPGs, and this is the only game I can think of. And it sounds crazy, but I cannot think of another game outside of like very obvious examples like Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate, where your characters have genitalia, which doesn't really mean anything. It's just kind of a thing that you can do, right? You can choose. But this is the only game I can think of where the main character, or whatever, just any male character,
Yeah.
wearing swimsuit has like a massive bulge in the trunks. And I mean like massive. There are screenshots on the internet, and it's like it's not even. I mean, it's funny and kind of, but it also kind of makes sense because, but I'm so used to male characters having just like no
Yeah.
genitals in games,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
like how it goes usually. So it was weird to see, but also kind of okay, well, cool. Anyway, the premise of the game, the premise of the game. So it's like fictional world, let's
That's why
say.
the high
It's kind of
ratings. Anyway.
that's right.
Yeah.
Um, fictional world. Some kind of events happened, and people live in this secured area. Which I don't know if there are like multiple areas like this around the world. It's kind of hard to tell. But for this specific, group of people, they live in this like Paris-inspired city called I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
And they're kind of segregated in this town. And then you have this like weird entity, right, that exists in the world, kind of like a godlike entity called the Paintress.
Okay.
And every year at a specific time, she kind of like appears, kind of in the distance on an island in the distance. And you have this big ass kind of um, like basically countdown, I guess you could say, like a clock or like a stopwatch or something. And every year at a specific time of the year, she appears out of nowhere, and then she paints a number on this thing, right? And this number is constantly going down. And in the lore of the world, it went from like 100, and it like every year, let's say, it goes down by one.
Okay.
And so what ends up happening is that in the moment that she switches number to a lower one, every person living in this world, or I don't know, maybe in the city, uh, who is of the age, dies.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. So for the
Okay.
last like 67 years, people have been like gradually, like older people have been gradually just dying.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
And
Interesting.
so they like just as a group, as a community, they figure out that like they have to stop it. And so every year since the first time that this happened, they have been sending out expeditions with people who were supposed to like find the paintress and to, I don't know, stop her in some way.
Yeah.
And so it's been happening for like over 60 years now. And so they are down to 33-year-olds. So basically what happens is when the countdown changes to 33, right, all the people who are 34 die. And then like 33-year-olds are basically now on the 1 year clock. And they can do what they want with. Just spend the last year like doing other stuff, or they can sign up for the expedition and go to try to stop the paintress. Or like, it's not like mandatory, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's the premise, and you're like part of such expeditions of, well, ostensibly 33-year-olds. And there's one character who is like some years younger because she was like, I can't be bothered waiting, so I may as well just join now and
Oh.
see what happens.
Hey, väl bitte. Sorry.
And yeah, and so they go and try to defeat the paintress. So
Yeah.
just that premise alone kind of makes me very interested to see where they're going to take the story.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This is a hell of a story. Yeah. I mean, this could be very interesting. It kind of reminded me of Zelda a little bit, but yeah. Anyway.
It pulls a lot of
All
inspiration
right.
from a bunch of things, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
But also it's very distinctly like its own thing, which is kind of cool to see.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Kids are getting antsy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do some remaining stuff. Lots of film is not here, but I wanted to show him that he bought this antenna technically a few weeks ago and for 200, but he could have gotten it for cheaper as this. Yeah, I wanted to show him that, but anyway. And this I saw. Yeah, I didn't know. Oh, but this one. I bought some stuff this week actually from Linus from lttstore.com because there was a free worldwide shipping deal, and I was like,
"Oh, that's fun."
I don't know. I think now is the time because there's some again the tariff thing also because everything is going up probably in price anyway. So
yeah,
if I'm gonna and there's a shipping promo, and I was like, okay, yeah, I got.
I mean,
yeah.
Aren't they based in Canada?
Yes. Yeah, but there's some stuff that is going up in price anyway because they are shipping from Canada to US anyway. And
God damn it.
Yeah, because Canada's apparently Canada's local post office is way unreasonably expensive. So they have to use US shipping on all of their shipments. And yeah, anyway, I got some this stealth mouse pad, which is the biggest size that they got for the same price because all the mouse pads are the same price actually, $30 for every single size, no matter what size you get basically. Oh, it doesn't show up on stream, but there's a drop down menu. Okay, anyway, I got this one 1.5 meters and 60 centimeters. So it's like actually like huge. Anyway, and the mystery screwdriver, which is like $20 off, and this thing. This is like a cable management system with magnets. I don't know. We'll try it out. This I don't know exactly how I'm gonna use it technically, but this was 50% off, so I was like, yeah, let's try it out. Because at some point I was thinking like, oh, this could be for some things I can see this being very useful. Maybe not necessarily cable management, but yeah. Anyway, we'll report back on this. But yeah. So this is what I got for this week. I guess... Was there anything else? I think not.
I guess we're good.
Yeah, I guess we're good because
good for the week.
Some children want to go to sleep already. This is also why I'm a little bit rushing here. But yeah. Still raining. Next week at 6. Could that be a possibility? Technically?
Yes, next week on next week on Monday I am now definitely going to the police, but in the evening I should be available, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're going to the thing.
Yes, now that I have recovered. Just to apply for just the papers.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. All right, well, let us know how it went. How Estonian are you?
Yes.
All right. Pretty Estonian, yeah. There was something else, but I keep forgetting. Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter, I guess. It's fine. This has been another TekTok or something. I don't know. The 202nd episode. Damn. We are getting into the numbers. Also, yeah, now that I'm finally. Oh yeah, I technically bought a new couch, but but for my apartment. But yeah, this has been a long time coming, and this this couch technically has been one of the biggest reasons why I'm like feeling guilty in terms of like not. I want to play Baldur's Gate, but I'm like every time I'm like, oh yeah, the couch. God damn it! I need to find a freaking couch already. So it's like now the biggest hurdle for me starting again Baldur's Gate is technically gone. So we'll see. Maybe I will start it up and maybe I can get up to speed with you and we can do the thing together maybe. Anyway, could be fun. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in. We love you very much. Bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.